Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here, and welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, number 11, episode 11.
Yes, welcome everybody. Every single week, we go live every single Thursday at 6 p.m. PST to show up for you, to hang out with you, to answer any questions you may have from seeing something on our YouTube channel or just our posts in general. We're live streaming today on Facebook and YouTube. So please feel free to join in the conversation. We have a whole community of creative entrepreneurs who tune into these videos live and also after the fact. So please let us know how your week has gone so far and share any wins with us. Has anything gone well this past week? We'd love to hear from you. And in the meantime, while you drop that in the chat, we're going to say hello to a few people. So let's see who we got in the comments here. We got Liat in the comments.
Hey
hello,
Liat,
hello.
How are you doing?
Nice to see you. And Siddharth, hello. Where are you watching from, Siddharth? And Lisa,
Hey,
Lisa's
Lisa.
here again. How's it going? And we have Brigitte. Sweet. Brigitte says she bought our YouTube course. That's awesome. Where did you buy it from? Is it from our Creative Business Academy? That's amazing. And we have more people here. Sorry, the comments are kind of like delayed.
They're like trickling in.
Yeah. Teddy, how's it going? Yes, 75 subscribers.
I think it was 69
Woo!
last time.
Yeah, every single week we love to get a little kind of progress status update from you guys on how you're doing and progressing. Teddy started his channel not too long ago and he's already approaching 100 subscribers, which is amazing.
That's the first milestone, 100 subscribers.
Yes, you got to celebrate that win. Have you thought of how you're going to celebrate it, Teddy? You guys are saying hello to each other. Hello, TFM. MAC
1569.
Cool, awesome.
You got it from UWMic.
That's great. Would love to hear what you think so far. If you have gotten into it yet, maybe you haven't.
Or what is your channel about?
Mm-hmm. And we have Ramon.
Hey Ramon, how's it going?
How are you? How has your week been? Let us know. And Siddharth's watching from India. You're very welcome for the video.
How did you, what video did you find first of ours? We're always curious to know how you found us on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Linda Lee is in the house. Hello, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Nice to see you. Leah says you just got back from a swim in the lake.
Nice.
Ooh, that sounds lovely.
It's actually raining here right now for the first time in a while.
Yeah, it's been a scorcher for the past few days, but today's the first day where we get kind of a break from the sun, which has been nice. Everyone's saying congrats, Teddy. Yeah, really amazing stuff. Lenny.
Got
hello,
Lenny
hello.
in the house.
Nice to see you, as always, Lenny. And Ramon says, I've been back at work, but no students yet. I'm good. Still drawing and having fun networking. Cool.
Nice.
Curious to know, Ramon, like what inspires your drawings? I know you do so many different types of caricatures and stuff. I'd love to hear what your inspiration is, if you don't mind sharing.
We've got June. Hey, June.
Hi, June.
Long time no see as well.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. How has your week been? And Liette says, high 30s tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a bit of a heat wave
right
here
now
in Canada, or yeah, across Canada. And especially in Vancouver, we don't get super hot weather, which is what's been happening. But yeah, today's the first cool day.
Yeah, we're hoping that it gets hot again so that we're hanging out with my sister. As you guys can see, we are in a new location.
Yeah.
We're at my sister's place and we've been staying here for a bit because her husband is camping. So, you know, the three of us have just been like hanging out here and she's got a Jeep. So we've been taking the top down. And I don't know if some of you guys saw on Facebook, but we took the top down and we were at the beach and then we came back and then there was like bird crap all over inside the car.
Yeah.
And because we parked underneath a tree and it was covered in poop.
Never again. Lesson learned. It was like all over the seats and on the handbrake and on the visor.
The steering wheel.
It was just
like
an explosion.
It was gross.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
All right, we got a couple of wins here. Liat says, just got a new Fiverr gig with Fuzzy.
Nice.
Fuzzy is their cat. Very beautiful cat.
Very cool.
And I was thinking the name is Bridget.
Oh, I'm not sure if it's Brigitte or Bridget.
Yeah, sorry for mispronouncing it.
Yeah.
Well, her name is Arit, and she gets
Nobody can
weird
pronounce it. It's
pronunciation.
Okay. So you're saying your channel's going to be about beauty, not just makeup. Anything that's beautiful, nature, attitude, sunset. The channel will be called Beauty by Brigitte or Bridget.
That's
really cool.
That's unique. Have you started your channel already? And if so, let us know, and then we can put it in the comments. We've got a lot of other YouTubers here that would support you.
I love that concept, creating content on things that are beautiful and make people feel good. So that's really cool. Would love to hear what you think about the course as you go through it and develop your channel using the tutorials or the video lectures in there.
And Liat says it's the party pad. Yeah, basically. You can see that my sister, she's got her DJ turntables, and she's been every night learning how to scratch and all of that. There's like a whole technical thing, and she actually once a week goes to like night DJ school.
It's pretty awesome.
Ramon says, I'm inspired by people in general, listening to trance music to fuel my creative flow. I'm inspired by people. I think I can transform well as a cartoon. Cool.
Very cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think earlier this year when we were doing our personal training sessions, like workouts and stuff in downtown, we would always see this guy sitting at the coffee shop and doing these like cartoon caricatures, just like, he was sitting at the coffee shop and just kind of looking around at people. And I was asking him what inspires him. And he's like, yeah, it's just a certain, he sees people differently and like brings out certain features and draws them in his work. And it was a form of him practicing, a way for him to practice his stuff. It was like digital caricatures. So that's really cool.
And then Linda says she saw that video that I posted. Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Yes. Hey, Phil, how's it going? I see we have Phil here.
We've got Phil in the house. And then Lisa says you watched the video when we were on the yacht.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was for her sister's birthday. So we took a yacht, like a sailing boat, out into the ocean here, and it was beautiful to see the city from the water is
very different.
Yeah, very, very cool.
And I guess Lenny, you saw that video as well. Linda says we are ready to support. I still don't know how to pronounce it.
Is it G as in garden or as in generate?
And then Lenny says, nice, she can duet with Arit. Is there another singer here?
Who's duetting?
I have no idea. I don't know. Brayden says, hello, everyone. Hey, Brayden. And Phil saw the poo party as well.
Yeah.
It has since been cleaned, and it hasn't happened again.
So you're saying you haven't started yet, just going through the course and finding the class inspirational. Amazing. Starting to work on videos, but I haven't uploaded anything yet.
Nice.
Cool.
That's really cool to hear. Cool. Yeah, let us know. So far, we've got Liat, who got a new Fiverr gig for Fuzzy, which is her cat. And
Teddy reaching 75 subscribers.
Yeah, and Bridget starting on her YouTube journey. And Siddharth says, how is your lockdown days going? Stay blessed always. So far, it's fine here in Vancouver. With some stores, you have the mask that's required. pretty much, we're very fortunate that we have a lot of nature and outdoors.
Yeah.
That there's tons of hikes and kayaking and canoeing and paddle boarding, and there's a lot of I guess land here to explore. So
different types of terrain,
yeah,
and a lot of outdoor activities that we can do. So we've been taking part in a lot of that because, you know, that's the best thing right now.
Outdoors I've been since living here.
Yeah, and also planning on doing another hike with some friends later this week. So yeah, just making the most of it. Like when you have something that just kind of, it shifts the way that you normally work on a day-to-day basis, or there's changes happening, we're adaptive beings. We can all adapt to our circumstances, and yes, it's challenging sometimes, but it's doable, and you have to take it in and like be like, okay, so what can I do differently to make this work still? So yeah, it's been all right.
It's been good. Lenny says Jewel's sister DJing collab. Yeah, we were actually saying,
we were talking about that.
When my sister Justine gets really good at doing the DJ stuff, like she could be a DJ for Arit. You know, when we used to go on tour across Canada, she hired a DJ to like play her tracks and play her music and stuff.
Yeah, at some concerts I had a live band that I was working with, but for the tour, I had a DJ with me, and it was awesome. So we're already talking about future collabs once she gets more, like she needs to get the hang of it more.
It's actually quite technical. Yeah. Learning how to do the proper scratches. There's all these different kinds of scratching. Baby scratch, some long one, and like the crossfader and the like timing. And
there's a lot more to it than just playing music
and just going like that.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool seeing her practice.
And then
Bridget. Okay, perfect. We got it, and we will remember.
I know. We're like epic fail here on the names. We've got Darlene in the house.
Hello, Darlene.
A new viewer.
That's awesome.
In Nova Scotia, the same as kind of for you guys over there. I remember when we went to Nova Scotia, again for the tour, when Arit was touring across Canada, and Nova Scotia kind of reminded me of Vancouver, being on the coast and seeing the water and the boats and stuff.
The marina.
Although I think you guys are more of that sort of theme of like, because we have just salmon here. We don't have like lobster is not really big, and all like those kinds of seafoods
more
and
like,
stuff.
Oh yeah, it's more of a marina feel there.
Over there, yeah.
Well, we were only really at the marina and the docks. That's probably why. We did do a little bit of traveling inland, but yeah, it was really nice. It was very laid back and chill. So it's nice that we have another fellow Canadian here.
No worries, Ramon. Apologize for not being here. I keep
no
missing it. Still, I'm supporting Made It Tonight. Nice.
Yes, yeah. We're happy to have you here anytime you can show up. Every single week we are here. We're going to show up for you. So whenever you can make it, that's amazing. We'd love seeing you guys here.
Yes, lots of outdoor stuff to do. Yeah, I mean, we're really enjoying it, especially before the weather turns here, and then it starts to become fall and then winter. Our winters are usually quite rainy. Bridget says, the young lady wearing the orange, pronounce it correctly, lol. It's my first time on the live. What are your names? So my name is Jewel.
And my name is Arit. And it's really weirdly spelled, but it's A-U-R-E-T, and it's pronounced Arit.
Yeah, so it's like the same like you, because I usually see the name Bridget spelled differently, but I said your name was Bridget because that's like the only thing I would know that was associated
Bridget
with
Jones's Diary.
Yeah. Lisa says, good night, everyone. I've got to go and get myself ready for work tomorrow. I will join the next Thursday. Have a good night and stay safe out there. Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Yes. And if you're on tomorrow's live stream for Cheeks of Product Patrol, we'll see you there as well.
Yes. Have a good night, Lisa. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, I love hearing like the updates from you guys. We have some new viewers too, which is amazing. Every single week we do these live streams to kind of, sometimes we hash out a certain topic. We give progress updates on what we're working on, because we do a bunch of different things. For those of you who don't know, we have this YouTube channel, our Essetino Artist YouTube channel, where we release marketing, money, and mindset tutorials and videos and resources for all types of creative entrepreneurs. So we
also have another area, which is the Facebook group down below.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of people supporting each other there, asking questions. That's an easier way to get a hold of us if you do have questions, is that Facebook group. We do encourage you guys to share your wins, share what you're working on, ask questions, because chances are other people are wanting to know the answer to the question as well.
Yeah, and that Facebook group, as well as the resources for if you are a student of our online courses, we encourage you to join that group because it's a great place to ask questions. And yeah, so we, in these live streams, we do a little bit of a Q&A too. If you guys want to ask any questions about certain topics, maybe you're having certain challenges on marketing or growing your audience in your business, whatever that might be. If it's something that we can help with, we'd love to assist.
Lenny says, everybody, you are welcome to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm.
I love it, Lenny. We have super fan Lenny, always encouraging people to smash the like button. Awesome. Thank you, Lenny.
Teddy says, Bridget, make sure you do Arit's SEO with TubeBuddy course, super good, and will make a huge difference in the growth. Yeah, so in the YouTube course that you're in, Bridget, there is a section where there is an SEO, but if you want to dive deeper, we do also have another course where it was just SEO only, and it dives even deeper and has a bunch of examples and all that kind of thing, because it can be a convoluted topic to get into. But the SEO that she's teaching in the courses is exactly what we're doing now, and it's really cool. Because, that course, we originally started that course a couple of years ago, and we're still doing the exact same tactics and techniques. And the biggest thing is like consistency, like keeping consistent. If you can stay in the game, then YouTube will reward you for that.
Yeah. So I teach you in that course everything about titling, descriptions, tags. It's a great resource to have if you're growing your YouTube channel, for sure.
And then I'll just quickly pan over to here. Bridget says, nice to meet you both. I've got to go as well. Good night. I will put aside time next week. Awesome.
Sounds good. See you 6 p.m. Thursday next week. Thanks for stopping by, Bridget.
And then Liat says, you're awesome, Lenny. Lenny is awesome.
I agree.
We appreciate the support, Lenny. It's so awesome. Brayden says, the surgery didn't solve the problem, so I have more tests. So it's slowed down my productivity, but I've got so many ideas, but no energy to get them done. That really sucks. That's
you know what, Brayden? I know it's frustrating, right? When you want to get so much done, but it's like your body physically, you can't.
I felt like that earlier today, like totally pooped and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we all have moments like that almost on a day-to-day basis, week-to-week basis. But if you're dealing with something more serious, it's okay. Like be easier on yourself, because your main priority is your health. So you have to get that back up to par, refuel, and then you're able to, use your own energy to focus on other things. But capture those ideas. Like if you have those ideas, don't let them go. Write them down so that you're banking them and you can always come back to them when you're ready to.
What are you working on, if you're willing to share? Lisa says, last thing, I had to turn back on to welcome the new members to the live stream. Now I'm signing off. Thank you, Lisa. We really appreciate it.
Lisa welcomes all the new members. Amazing. Have a good night, Lisa.
Product Patrol, Cheeks.
Hello.
In the house.
Beach emojis. I see you've been doing some of that.
Beach?
Right? Very nice. Maybe some working out.
Yeah, are you working out, Cheeks? Are you still on your diet? Because when he was here, he was like on a really good diet, and he did pretty well on the juice cleanse. When we did the juice cleanse, better than I was doing. I was completely out of it.
It was challenging.
Which, by the way, because we've done that juice cleanse, my sister now wants to do the exact same juice cleanse along with her husband.
Oh, we haven't ordered it yet.
Yeah.
And we're going to help her order it.
We're going to help her order it from Pulp and Press. And because they saw how it benefited us, and her friends heard about us doing a juice cleanse, and they want to do a juice cleanse as well.
It's a ripple effect
of the juice cleanse.
Yeah.
Because people like hear about it and they don't actually really know what to expect. And so that video kind of outlines it. It shows a vlog of what happens. Liat says, agree, consistency is the key. Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
You guys, both with your Fiverr, Liat has a Fiverr gigs. And I remember when she first started them out, like she had no star rating, no reviews. And then, we did help her get her gigs up. And now she gets she created one for her cat Fuzzy, and Fuzzy gets like these, I guess, cat products and things like that. Or Fuzzy's like a little actor and does these like advertisements.
She's a model. She's a cat model.
She's an actor/model.
She really is. Yeah. I know. It's like everyone starts at zero, right? When you're starting something new, just be okay with starting at zero. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle or beyond, just honor where you're at and know that you're just going to get better and better. Growth, consistency really is key.
And Phil says, you guys could do a video on YouTube stories, like how to upload a YouTube story. Just a thought. Thank you for that idea. I am now going to go write that down in my ideas journal.
Yeah,
hold on
is a great
second.
One. She's kind of stuck in here. It's like got caved in.
The ideas journal.
Yeah, we never really thought of that, Phil. So that is a great idea. And, there's also, have you guys tried on Instagram? There's Instagram Reels. I don't know if you guys
because TikTok
have heard of that.
Dying or something.
Yeah, so they have Instagram stories, but they also have something different now called Instagram Reels. It's similar to stories, but they've just kind of, I guess, beefed up the story feature, and they're calling it Reels now. So that's another that reminded me.
I watched a tutorial on Instagram Reels, and it looks pretty in depth. Like it's a whole. I know that it's similar to stories, but there's a good tutorial out there, and it was like, if you really want to get into it, it's another thing to learn. It's another social media piece to learn.
It's you can do something like combining videos and images and stuff, right? And doing like quick cuts, kind of like a TikTok type video with Reels. So they're just providing another tool for content creators to get creative with video content, because that's where things are going, right? I mean, they're already going that way, but it's only going to develop further and further with video content.
Thank you, Phil, for the idea. I wrote it down, how to do YouTube stories.
Number 145.
Thank you. Like, if you guys have ideas for videos and, if we know how to do it or if we can figure it out, like, we'll create it. Like, this channel is a resource for you guys. It's a plethora of videos for you guys.
Brayden, you're getting lots of well wishes from Liad, and Linda as well says asking you if you're keeping a journal to jot down your thoughts and ideas. Oh, I guess we said that at the same time. Great minds think alike. Siddharth says, if you get time to visit India, Jules always talking about wanting to go to the Taj Mahal.
I've always wanted to see the Taj Mahal. It's my favorite building ever. It is amazing. Like, look up a picture of it. It's crazy. That, and I want to see like the pyramids and stuff. But in terms of an architectural building, I guess the pyramid is a building as well. But in terms of craziness design, Taj Mahal.
We like in the past trip that we went to Europe, we went to Germany, Netherlands, England, and it was just, or the UK. And we just love looking at architecture. It's like a building is a piece of art, and it blows your mind how they create certain designs and with the materials and everything. So I'm sure
I'm trying to
Taj
zoom
Mahal
up
would
on
be
this
amazing.
thing.
Ooh, yeah,
Like, look at this thing. Look at that building.
breathtaking.
Right? Come on. Who would not want to see that?
More prayers for you, Braden. And Product Patrol saying you swam today and walking. Awesome. So you
Ooh.
did get in some good exercise. Doctor saying doing well for diet. Good to hear. Excellent. Health really is number one, man. It's like,
Oh, it's everything.
yeah, it's like you can't follow your dreams. You can't
Genes.
your genes. And really do what you're put on this earth to do if you don't have that. So that really is priority. Braden says, I've had to adjust my attitude quite a bit, gotten a bit easier. I wanted to start a review channel, maybe focusing on Amazon bestsellers.
Ooh.
Cool. And affiliate marketing ideas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Write
it up.
Write those down and come back to it.
Start off with, if you already have some Amazon bestsellers, like if you already have those products, and or if you want to just like order Amazon bestsellers or whatever. I know people who do those kinds of, I don't know them personally, but I've seen channels and I'm sure they do really well.
I know this is kind of weird to think about this, but maybe what's happening right now is happening for a reason. And if you can kind of flip your perspective and see it in that light, then maybe it's a moment right now to kind of think about the transition that you're going through and think more about what you want to do. So that's why it's just kind of like putting a pause on everything for you right now.
We both used to have like ailments when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
Arit had this thing where she was like not paralyzed, but like you couldn't walk when you were a kid for a while.
I had like a form of arthritis, like I was in a wheelchair and stuff. It was hard for me to walk, and it knocks you down, right? And just everything that you're used to doing is just stopped. It just comes to a pause, and it forces you to reflect. And so many good things can come out of reflection, like amazing things.
And I used to have a thing, like I used to get stomach aches all the time whenever I would eat anything, like good or bad food, junk or healthy. I would get these stomach aches, and it was a thing called irritable bowel syndrome, and it made you go to the washroom all the time, and it made things really difficult. I used to have really bad aching knees to the point where I would need to sit down all the time. There was like a thing with the cartilage in my knees, and since losing weight, it's gotten a lot better. I don't get stomach aches anymore. Like they're very mild. Nowhere near as where before I would need to like lay down and I would be done for the day when I would have those stomach aches. Reed remembers, like,
yeah,
it was all the time.
But you've improved so much, like completely changed. Linda says, every video I have another subscriber.
It all adds up. Every video the snowball effect of YouTube or anything really.
Yeah, and that's what we see quite often here as well with our channel. The higher milestones that we hit, the faster the growth rate of getting more views and more subscribers. It really is a snowball effect. That's why we always say the first 100 subscribers is always like the hardest to get to. We have a viewer from Brazil.
Hey,
hello,
Nathan. How's it going?
Cool. Thanks for tuning in. And Braden says, thank you for the positive vibes. I've been keeping a Google Doc. Awesome. That's perfect. I've developed huge empathy for people with chronic illnesses. At least I know that my issue can be resolved.
Yeah. My mom used to have, well, she still does have it. It's called fibromyalgia. And it's like the aching of the muscles and joints all over her body. And she used to have it more prominently when she was working night shift at her job, like graveyard shift. It'd be like from 10, she would work from 10 p.m. to like 6 a.m. And when she retired, she became like happier and the chronicness went away. Like she does not complain about the achingness of her body. Like it's like very low percentage now. Before it was like every moment her body was aching. And I know it had to do with like the job, all the stress, that kind of thing.
Just adding to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ramon says the key is to support each other and uplift each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's what these are for. That's what these live streams are for. You can only get so much from like the posts, right? The videos and the posts that we do on Facebook. But it's moments like these where we get to actually interact
with you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And acknowledge you.
Mm-hmm. Phil says, sounds interesting. Braden, I will subscribe.
We will all subscribe. Get that channel going.
Amazing. New subscriber for you, Braden. Things of Marketing. Hello. I'm so thankful for your content. Following your tips, I managed to get 40,000 views in 30 days. Now, even I've started teaching how to grow small channels. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I love hearing that. That's amazing. What was one of the tips that really,
that helped you?
Yeah, that really stood out for you. And Phil says, there's a good show on the Netflix called The Secret. I said the Netflix. Mentions how the mind can heal the body when you're happy and not stressed, and how to succeed.
Yeah, that
yes.
Is that the one by Rhonda Byrne, right? Because
Bob Proctor.
Yeah, like all these other people in it. That book changed my life, literally. I found that book in 2009, and I read it in one day, and I decided I wanted to become an entrepreneur, and like things snowballed from that book. The world was changed in my mind. Because I was a completely different person before that book. I was like a depressed person who had all these health ailments, kind of like why me type thing. I thought my life was like so bad. But if you zoom out, you actually, in your mind, you think it's like horrible, but it's really not. And I was still in the same world, but after reading that book, it was like I was in a new world. Like I saw things completely different after that.
Yeah, I think that book really does help you zoom out, like you said, like just see the bigger picture, and just helping you realize that you decide what grows, and you decide what you choose to focus on, and whatever you focus on is what grows and becomes bigger and better. And so, it kind of makes you more mindful to kind of pay attention to what thoughts you have, because The Secret is all about, make sure that you're focusing on positive things and things that make you feel good and happy. And you'll just get more of that. That's the whole concept, is behind the law of attraction. And Phil says, yeah, that's the one, the one with the Bob Proctor by Rhonda Byrne.
I just wanted to mention, I'm not sure if you heard the story, Phil, but Rhonda Byrne, so I told you that book changed my life. I created not really a review video, but just like a video explaining what happened and how my life changed from that book. I wasn't thinking anything was really going to happen from it other than just me sharing my story. But Rhonda's team found that video, and they sent me the follow-up book, which is How the Secret Changed My Life, which is people who read that book, shared their experiences in this new book, how that book changed their life. And it was really cool to see it in action. And there's people all over the world. There's one, I think, that was here in Vancouver as well that was in the book. But anyways, long story short, I have a signed copy from Rhonda herself, the author of The Secret. She wrote in the book for me, and she said, I can't remember exactly, but it was like anything is possible or something like that. And it just blew me away, because I remember I used to carry that book around everywhere. It was like my good luck charm, because when I read that, everything changed and everything became better.
It's amazing how books can change our lives, right? Like just hearing one concept or reading one concept can help you see things in a completely different light. And, that's why I kind of go back and I reread the same books over and over again, because of how much it impacted me to begin with. So, for example, Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks, or the one by Brendan Burchard, High Performance Habits. I'll go back and read those same books over and over again. Like I've read that book like 3 or 4 times already. because it just hammers it in. And also, like, as you grow as a person and you're reading that same book, you'll take different things out of it because you're a different person than who you were back then when you first read it. So yeah, we have several videos on our favorite books, and also videos and channels that help us, get us motivated and just help us stay in the positive mindset, because that's everything when you're pursuing your goals.
And what was that documentary on Netflix where that guy was climbing?
Oh,
not the one where he free climbed it, but the other one.
I forgot. Is that the one that you posted in the group?
Yeah.
The creative business group?
Where is it?
Yeah.
Climbing documentary.
That was a really good one.
You might, and it has nothing like, I know, because like I'm not really into like rock climbing or anything, but it was like a really good documentary.
Braden says,
this one, the Dawn Wall.
Oh, what was it?
Hold on, I'm going to pull it up and then.
Okay, I'll just read this in the meantime. Braden says, I was really worried that I had fibromyalgia because that's how I've been feeling, but it's actually a blood issue. Okay, I've definitely been reflecting and feeling fortunate that things could be so much worse.
Yeah.
That's good. You're on the right path, Braden.
So when I think of like when I'm in ailment and I'm having things go wrong, I think about, it could always be worse. Like, I could not have legs, or I could be blind or something. And it makes me feel better that it's not as bad as you think it is. Mm-hmm. And I totally recommend this documentary on Netflix. It's called The Dawn Wall. It's an amazing story within stories, like things that I wasn't expecting. And you don't have to be interested in climbing or anything like that. But even like Roland saw it and he said it was an amazing documentary. And he's not interested in climbing either. So it was recommended by our friend who is a climber, but I recommend it to everybody.
It's just inspiring because of the perseverance behind this story, the Dawn Wall. So yeah, really, really good documentary. Phil says Bob Proctor has a YouTube channel and he is 86 years old. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I love Bob Proctor. He's Canadian and I love his story and how he built it up. And at the time, like in 2010, when we were first starting out, we watched and listened to every Bob Proctor thing, every Tony Robbins thing that was at the time that was out there. And yeah, we consumed all that 24/7, like all the time. And at the time, we didn't, in 2010 and 11, like, we couldn't really do the whole YouTube thing on the cell phone in the car, like, the transmission and get it in the car and whatever. So we would like download it and like burn it onto a CD and then put it on the CD. Cause like at the time you didn't have as much data like on your cell phone to so like play all that. You would burn through that and like your phone bill would be through the roof. So we would like download it with this software and then burn it on to a CD.
I told you we're adaptive beings. Like you just find a way.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Braden says the secret's basically cognitive behavioral therapy. If it affected you as much as it did, it would be worth to check it out. Yeah, I mean
to check out
CBT.
What's CBT?
It's a type of therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's if you've never heard of the concept before, that The Secret teaches, it'll blow your mind. Like,
and at the time I never heard of it.
Yeah, and it's almost you don't believe it. Like you're intrigued by it, but it's like, oh, I have to see it to believe it. And once you put the things into practice that they talk about, and you actually see things happening for you,
manifest from it,
it's like it's unbelievable. You feel empowered. You totally feel empowered to like put it to action and, create more.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I first used it to find money. And it was like,
oh yeah, tell a story.
Yeah. So, at the time in the beginning, I was like, because I was, I'm not where I am now. And at the time I still had a 9-to-5 job. And so like, I was obsessed with trying to figure out how to make a bunch of money. And when I found out about The Secret, I was like, oh, I'm going to use this to find money. Because at the time I didn't have the idea of going online and everything like that. That wasn't there yet. A YouTube channel was not there yet. YouTube channel came way later, 5 years later. But I said, I'm going to use this concept to find money on the ground. And I visualized it in my mind, and I would always walk and look down on the ground all the time. And I kid you not, like, I found a lot of money on the ground just sitting there. And it was so weird. And I found, like, it wasn't like a crazy amount huge, but like I would find like a couple dollars here,
but it was
a $5 bill. It was like daily. It was like daily, because I was so locked into it.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do this experiment. And so every time I would find the money, I would put it in an envelope, and then I would write the location, the day, the time, and the amount. And I had like a whole thing of envelopes, because I would find like coins and bills like everywhere. I remember going to the washroom, like a washroom in an office building, and I opened the door, and then it was like a $20 bill was right there on the ground. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I remember I was in the parking lot, and I had just parked my car, and I just started to walk towards the mall, and a $20 bill was like literally falling
in the air
in front of me.
Yeah.
And I was like it was like falling out of thin air, like from nowhere. And I was like, what the hell? And it worked, I did it for like 3 months, 4 months.
So it's from you visualizing money, basically. That's what you got from the
visualize finding money, like finding money. And I was always looking down at the ground, and like, oh, don't even get me started when we would go clubbing. There was so much money on the ground. It was crazy.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Yes. Like, cause like everyone's so like wasted and drunk. They don't even care. And there's so much money on the ground, and people are not looking down in the clubs.
Visualization is so powerful. I mean, I used it a lot, especially in when I was first starting out, like releasing my first album and performing on stage and everything. It's such a scary experience to sing in front of people when you've never done it before, but it's something that you want to do, but it terrifies you. Even singing in front of one person, even singing in front of your mom terrifies you. And that's where I was before actually following my music dream. And I would visualize it. I would visualize it all the time. Visualize me performing on stage, and having dancers in the background, and like having a full production show, basically. And it manifested itself in just such a crazy way that you could never even put those pieces together. So yeah, we have a video on that too. I talk a lot about visualization as well. The Secret is awesome. If you haven't read it or watched the video, I prefer the book myself. But if you haven't watched the movie, it's also pretty good. Yeah,
do both, and get the other follow-up book as well.
Mm-hmm.
Roland's in the house. Hey,
hello, Roland.
Love the new profile pic.
Yeah, that's different. I love it. The 7 is north.
Lenny says, hi, Roland. Ramon says, I found a 20 and a 5. Yeah, I was finding money like literally left and right. It was crazy for a good solid 3-4 months. And I like documented it. And I think it was like, it amounted to like a couple $100, like between $200 to $300. And I had it all written out and everything. And it was interesting. I was like, oh my God, this totally works. And then I realized that I don't want to just find money. I want to create it from like my own stuff. Like I want to do something cool and then earn it. I don't want to just find it, because like that's at the time I thought, this is how I'm going to get money. I'm going to just find it everywhere. Ramon says, I'm going to hang out with Jewel so we can find more money.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like the rate that she was attracting, it was just so weird. The flying bill in the
that
wind
one was the best one,
coming towards her.
It was like trickling down, and I was like, oh my God, magic. Like it's like magic really works. Lenny says, it started raining money. That's what I thought, and I was weird. Braden says, there's something called frequency bias that is super interesting. You focused on finding money, so your brain made it a priority. Yeah, I wanted this to work so badly. I was like, I made it like a thing in my mind. I was like, I am finding money today. I am finding money. And it's like I was always looking for it. You always see what you're looking for. You know, if you're looking for negativity, you're going to see it. If you're looking to be annoyed, you're going to get annoyed, you know?
The more you're aware of something, the more you see it and you notice it, right? And our brain is like a compass, basically. So your pointer in that compass is your focus. It's your attention, is what you pay attention to. And when you start to pay attention to things, then you just see more of them and you notice them in weird places. And I've heard of frequency bias. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard of that, and I definitely believe in that.
If you know of some good videos or whatever, like post them in the Facebook group. Love to check them out. Roland says, what you think about comes about subconscious mind. Yep, exactly. Your subconscious is, a lot of people are not aware of that. And, you know, they only see what they want to see, right? But you can actually, if you can do that, then why not see the good and the abundant?
Mm-hmm.
Roland says, thanks, just trying something new. Curious to ask you, Roland, so you took away your profile pic as you, and now you're putting it as this logo. Do you think people become a little bit more disassociated because they don't see your face, or you want it to be more of like this brand and logo?
Yeah, some people, like a lot of people, use their logo as their avatar. If you know, if you want to push the brand more than the personality, I guess. But like, you have a photo of yourself on your banner. I'm not sure if you've changed your YouTube banner or not, but that's good. Like, you have to have a photo of you somewhere, I would say, when you're landing on your YouTube channel, because YouTube, like, especially if you're on your own videos, you want people to connect with you. Even if you are the person behind the brand, you want people to connect with you. But I think this is cool.
I like it. It's cool.
It captures attention.
I'm just curious to know.
Or maybe it caught my attention because it's new, and novelty always captures attention. But I like the symbol. I think it's pretty clever. Hello, programmer Shuvo. Welcome. Braden says, Jules, a natural born statistician. Yes. I know. She was writing like location and everything.
Wanting to do these like experiments, like my own little experiments, and like, can I do this, and then just like see how it is right now. Like, I'm always trying like new things out to see what sticks and all that kind of thing. Like, you know, I've been talking about how I want to drink more water, and I've tried apps. I've tried water apps. They don't work. I've tried like an actual piece of paper, writing it down, a journal thing. I even tried this Post-it notes thing of sticking it on the bottle and then removing it every time. Now I'm trying this thing out. This is called the Ula, and it's from Slovenia or Slovakia. And it was advertised to me on Instagram because I kept talking about how I want to drink more water, and you know how your devices listen to you. And so it advertised me this, and it was like $15 or something. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try it out. I ordered 2. Reet has one too. And this thing flashes light every 30 minutes if you haven't picked up and taken a sip from your bottle. And so far, as you know, we've been using it for like 3 or 4 days now. So far, it has worked the best out of all the things I've tried for drinking more water.
You become like the Pavlovian
like
dog,
the dog,
basically, because it's blinking and you're like, okay,
yeah, water. And it's not invasive or anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a video on it, obviously, but so far it's been pretty fun. Like, I like it.
Mine says, "Don't be a cactus."
Yeah.
So I've come to always say to myself, okay, don't be a cactus whenever it lights up. It's interesting. It's really helped develop the habit of drinking more water. But yes, she's she's obsessed with like numbers and stuff. You'll always be checking the stats and the numbers and everything. Roland says they'll see the pic on the channel art. Cool. Leah loves it.
Yeah, it is a cool logo.
Sudar says you will love it. Please read The Humanity and Peaceland, available on Amazon. Cool.
That's your book?
That's awesome. Yeah. Did you write that? Or is that your recommendation? Roland says, just playing around. Thought it'd be cool for hats or shirts. Yeah.
Let us know if you have
Good
a
merch.
tank top, a women's tank top, because we will order one. I'm always saying this to Cheeks of Product Patrol. Put it on a women's tank top and we'll get it.
Yeah, Lenny is also liking it. Teddy says, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Yeah.
That's the first step. You have to.
Yeah. It's like, it goes with the compass thing, right? Your brain, just focus, believe, and achieve. Braden says,
you're going to start feeling thirsty every time you see a flashing light. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, there's a thing happening. And I'm okay with that.
I think that's already happened.
I'm okay with that. And whatever's going to get me to drink more water. So yeah, I like it. It's such a neat little toy. Like, I like it. So inventive.
What if we'll be at a party and there's like strobe lights?
And then we'll be thirsty.
We'll have to test that out in different environments. Leah sarcastically says, Jules, obsessed with stats? No.
Yeah, she knows
we all
that
know
I
that you are.
I'm constantly checking the stats of everything.
Ramon says, my biggest respect to you both. I recently got the attention of a TV news station in Florida, so an interview came out of that.
Nice. That's really cool.
Very cool.
What they saw your cartoons and your drawings and they wanted to interview you.
Yeah. How did that come about? Let us know. That's awesome. And like things like that will start to happen, the more that
you put yourself out there.
Yeah, you put yourself out there, but you also own who you are and what you do. And, just like unapologetically putting it out there, posting it often, consistently, and people see it, you'd never know who's watching. And people are watching, even though they're not commenting or liking. There are people who they just like to browse, right? And so, yeah, you never know.
And they will all of a sudden be watching, and then out of nowhere, they'll reach out to you.
Yeah, and that's when the opportunities like this for you, Ramon, just come out. It seems like it comes out of nowhere, but it actually came out of a lot of previous work that you've done and released. Ramon says, they followed me on Instagram and love the fact that I do cartooning, published a Teacher Tunes book, and work with puppets. Yeah.
That's cool.
I always thought what you do is unique, and it's so fun.
Yeah, you're super talented. Your cartoons are really cool.
Braden says, my degree is in sociology, and I love the stats course. That and analyzing surveys.
Do you take any stats stuff?
I had to take a stats course in order for me to get my bachelor's in psychology, but I didn't enjoy it. I don't like stats. And I did take a sociology course too, which I did find interesting. Something about a game. What game?
What games do you play? Do you play PUBG? Are you talking about like video games?
Not sure.
I play like a couple video games on my mobile. They're just like, battle games, or he plays like a cooking game on the desktop.
Oh yeah, sometimes when I just want to peace out.
Yeah, just like
just let the mind wander. Basically, yeah. There's this cooking game thing, but I don't know what PUBG is. Yeah, this is a great conversation, guys. All about attracting what you want, and frequency bias and all this kind of stuff. This has been really cool. And I love hearing, with Ramon and you getting that opportunity, and you're like, all of the wins that we've heard today is awesome.
I wanted to
Keep going, guys.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just so passionate. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you guys, so when we passed 30,000 subscribers, we got the ability to do channel memberships, like when you get like a subscription thing. And I've been holding off like turning it on, like making it public until we had it all figured out. But I wanted to get your opinion because they have different like levels of subscription, and I was wondering like what would be cool to offer to people in exchange for being like a channel member subscription or whatever. And they have different levels and stuff. And I've just been delaying doing that because, obviously it's going to take a bunch of time to set that up and to create those tiers. It's kind of like a Patreon where there are different levels, and then you like get into each whatever, depending on the, what do you call it? The prize or the
level of membership, you mean?
Yeah, like you have to create these levels.
Yeah. Is it like a 3-level thing, or you decide how many levels for memberships?
I don't know, actually. I can't remember. Let me see.
Yeah,
Let me
it's
see.
we clearly, you can tell we haven't like dived into the membership, the YouTube membership thing yet, because we're still deciding, trying to figure out what would be best to offer.
Like we want to provide like obviously good value to people.
Yeah. And Jules just,
I'm turning it on right now to show you guys what it looks like.
And we'll share the screen as well. Lenny, I saw your comment previously while Jewel was doing this. Yes, I remember the phone design course, and that's funny that you bring that up because I was just thinking about it today because it came up like I can't remember what we were talking about, but I thought of it again today, and I was like, I got to get to it. There's so many things you want to learn and get to. And yeah, I haven't forgotten about it. Don't worry. And when I do go through it, I'm going to be sharing it with you guys.
Phil says maybe a behind the scenes video playlist. Okay. Roland says I would suggest basic consulting for video creation, maybe.
Okay.
Ramon says, I always do fun giveaways like stickers, lanyards, pins, inexpensive and fun to invest. That'd be cool.
Giveaways.
Okay, I'll share the screen so you guys can see. Braden says, are the memberships worth the effort though? I've seen a lot of creators struggle with it. Well, that's the thing is we've never tried it.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to give it a go, like turn it on and see what happens. Maybe mention it here and there in some videos. Yeah. And quick one here. How is your indoor garden progressing? It's doing really well. Even though we've been away for like a week, we've been here. We're here at my sister's place, basically keeping her company because her husband is camping right now in Alberta. And I went back to go check up on it like a couple of days ago, and it's totally fine. It's still alive. The system is working.
It's flourishing, actually.
The lights are going on and off
all growing
when they need to. The first update video, Roland, is coming out tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. PST, 8 a.m. for you, I think. And you can see the week 1 progress. It's gotten bigger since then, but I'll be filming them every Friday and then releasing it the following week so that it's like a vlog process of what's happening. But they're doing really well. I'm really pleased with them. And I like how they didn't die when we left.
I'll be so excited to actually eat from the plant.
Yeah.
Eat from the plant that just grew in my house. I think that's so cool.
All right, so we're going to quickly share the screen. I'm asking you guys for help. So this is the channel memberships right here. I mean, we haven't initialized it. I have no idea like if it's going to work or whatever, if anyone will do it, but we want to set it up and see how it goes.
And if you've seen, like, have you guys seen other channels that have done memberships? And like, do you know what have they offered and that kind of thing?
They are saying you can do a single membership level or a multiple level and prices, and then have fun coming up with unique perks for each level. I was thinking of having the different levels, and
another way to ask this question as well is, what would you want to see as like a more exclusive level of membership? Just asking for your feedback. Would love to hear from you. If maybe something comes later outside of this live stream, feel free to message us too.
I know that some people offer like promotion as well. So if you are like a member, you get put in the comments or something, whether it be like your YouTube, or your YouTube channel or your Instagram or whatever you want.
Right.
So yeah, looking for any input. I've been delaying this for a long time, and I figured, hey, let's ask you guys. So yeah, any input would be great. I'll stop sharing the screen there.
Yes, Lenny.
Lenny says YouTube memberships is what you refer to. They are very restricted by location. I don't see the feature from others. Yeah, I know that some countries don't have access to join a YouTube membership. So yeah. Let's see here. Roland says, yes, that would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I want to set this up. I mean, we earned it. It cost 30,000 subscribers. So I want to.
It cost.
Lenny says, office hours would be cool. I know that some people do the office hours.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we heard office hours. We heard some exclusive giveaways,
merch type things,
basic consulting, kind of like office hours, I guess. Roland says basic consulting for video creation, behind the scenes video playlists, like bloopers. That would be funny. Oh God. There's a lot of bloopers.
There's a funny blooper that I was planning to post soon.
Although I think the spider one takes the win. That's something we posted on our channel publicly.
Cool. Well, yeah, thank you guys. If you have any more suggestions, we're blurry. Either leave them in the comments down here below, or if you want to put them in the Facebook group, I would appreciate it. But thank you guys who gave us some ideas. That's something to think about.
Yeah. Well, it's coming up on the hour. It's just past the hour here, guys. So I think we'll wrap this up. It's been a pleasure, as always, chatting with you and getting to hear what you're working on. And we'll be right back again Thursday next week, 6 p.m. PST. I see some comments here.
I rewatch the spider video every now and then. If you guys don't know what that is, type in Essetino spider maybe, and then and you'll see the video.
It's good for a laugh when you need a good pick-me-up.
Linda says, have a great week, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week, 6 p.m. PST on Thursday for episode 12.
Yes. Have a good one, everyone. See you next time. Bye.
Roland says, I forgot it was even Thursday. And smash the like.